So I have received this email notification from Salesforce. Let's click on this verify account button. Specify the password, confirm password, security question, and the answer. Same process, you know that, no change. I'm selecting the question as the last one. I'm giving the answer. So now it will be resetting the password for your user account, and then it will redirect the user to the Salesforce account directly. From there, the user can able to access the application from there onwards. So it is redirecting the user to that Lightning user interface directly. So I would like to move it back to that classic mode. Click on switch it to Salesforce Classic. So now I came to that classic mode of Salesforce user interface, and this user has assigned with platform license. Platform license is granting the access only on custom functionalities, so that here when you observe these applications, we can see only those applications which we have built, only the platform related, only the first platform related features will be getting visible to you, not standard applications. So we can see that custom applications only, talent acquisition process, Merck Story Pulse. Only these two applications you can able to access, not the standard applications like as sales, service, marketing, content, charter. These we can't access that. Only the custom functionalities, custom applications, custom objects, custom fields, custom features, everything we can able to access, including few standard objects like as account, contact, document, task, and the event. And the remaining functionalities they can't access over there. Now, so now here in this case, this user can able to access only that custom applications and the custom functionalities, not standard, because this user has been assigned with platform license. Now, so let me log out from this user account. Now, so let me log in into my administrator account again here. Testing user record we have created. This is a user ID. For the customer user, let me create the customer user right now. So now before that, let me show you one more option, like a system overview that already you know yesterday in the previous session, you know that. Click on system overview. Then you can see how many platform licenses are available with me now. Totally, we have 3 licenses are available as part of Salesforce platform. 66% has been utilized, nothing but 2 licenses we have used, 1 license is remains. Nothing but here it is indicating like a 33% is remains. 66% has been filled up. Now, so now let's see here. So I want to use that particular license also. One license is available with me, which is of type platform. So I would like to use that platform license also. Let's see how can we create the user with that platform license. Same story again. Go to that manage users. Click on users. Whenever a new member has been joined into the team, we are going to be adding that. That person may be a end user, that person may be a customer or a partner or an employee, anybody, we are going to be adding that member as a user by allocating the respective license. Like as for the customers, a different license. Okay, different types of profile. For the partners, a different profile. And for the end users, different profile. Like that, we will be assigning that. Now, I want to create a new user. Now, I want to create a new user record by specifying the user details. Like I want to create a new user with the name customer user. I'm indicating first name as user, last name as customer. Email ID, I'm giving the same email ID over here. Username, I'm indicating customer user @somecis.com. Now, title, I'm indicating the customer, company, some MNC, department, some sales, division, also some sales. I'm selecting the license type as Salesforce platform because one platform license is still available. That's what the name is visible over here. And then I'm selecting the profile as CIS platform profile. I'm selecting the profile as CIS platform profile. Now click on save. Now the user account has been getting created and the user account will be activated and that activation link will be sending to that user's email ID. Now, customer user 332.
Sir, so we can assign any number of users to a single profile, right, sir?
Yes. For a single profile, we can assign n number of users also, no problem.
Thank you.
Now, so let's activate that user account. By using this account activation link, the same process is available over here. Click on verify account button. Let's specify that password and the confirm password. And then I'm selecting the security question and I'm giving the answer. Now this user also has been assigned with platform license so that this user will be getting the access only on custom functionalities, custom applications, custom features and everything, not standard. So let's move back to that classic mode of user interface. So now this user is customer user, which we have created right now. This user also able to access only these custom applications, custom functionalities, not all standard. Okay, so this is how we are going to be creating the user record in Salesforce. Let me log out. Let me go to that Salesforce administrator account right now. Let's see how many licenses are available right now. Now, let's go to the system overview. Refresh this system overview. Now let's see. Both are full. It is indicating that platform licenses, all the three we have used. Salesforce licenses too, all we have full. All are full. That means we are utilizing all the licenses. Whatever the 5 licenses are available with me, all the licenses are full. We have used all the 5. 2 Salesforce licenses, 3 platform licenses. So that whenever if you want to add a new user to your organization, first of all, we have to check whether the required license is available or not. If the license is available, then assign the license to the user. If the license is not available, then we need to buy the license by contacting Salesforce. What are the additional licenses that you need? Those additional licenses we can buy by contacting Salesforce, or you can contact Salesforce partners also. By contacting those people, we can purchase the additional licenses from Salesforce as well. That facility is available. This is how we are going to be creating the users inside your organization. Okay, now next one. This is the process of creating the user record. So that whenever if you want to create a user record, we need 2 things are mandatory. First one is license, second one is profile. Without any one of this one, without the license or without the profile, we can't create any user record in Salesforce. There is no possibility. Profile is mandatory, license is mandatory for each user. Every user should be associated with one license and then one profile, not multiple. Now, so this is a concept of creating the users inside your organization. So these people can able to log in. So now these are the usernames over here. Testing user is having this username. Manager user is having this username. Customer user is having this username. So that these people can able to log in into my Salesforce application by using their credential. This is the username and their password they can use. They can use the login.salesforce.com. They will provide their credential. They can log in over here. That facility is available. Now, so now let's see here. The second one, editing the user details. Suppose in few cases, for example, I have created a user with the name manager user. I have created a user record 1 year back. So this user is working in my organization since very long time. That means since almost 1 year. This year he got some promotion. I want to change his designation. As of now, his designation is manager, but now he got promoted to senior manager. Then, so in this case, how can we change this user details? If you want to modify the user details, simply we can able to go to that, manage users, click on users link so that we can see all the users, whatever we have inside our organization. Which user details you want to modify, just you can able to click on this users edit a link. That means click on the edit link for that respective user. For example, if you want to modify that the development user details, so now simply click on edit button. User record will be visible to you in the editable format, like as a normal record editing only, same process, no change. Okay, and then we can able to change the designation. Like a title I'm indicating like as some senior developer, and then click on save button. Instead of this department, I'm indicating like as a research and development department. Research and development. So recently he has been promoted and he has been transferred to the R&D development R&D department. Now, so now we can able to make required changes whatever you want. That facility is available, and then click on save button. So that here, so what are the user details are available which we have entered upon creating the user record. So at any point of time we can able to modify the user details. We can change the email IDs also, title also, first name, last name, and then we can change the profile also. We can change the license also. Everything we can able to modify. That facility is available. But username we can't change. username will be fixed. Once a user record has been created with a specific username, that will be fixed. We can't change that username again. That will be fixed. Now, this is how we are going to be modifying the user details inside your organization. Next.
Sir,
Now,
I have a
sometimes.
question. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, in my last project, we used to provide the access to SFDC user through LDAP from third-party apps. So how that flow goes?
Now, that will be different process. Third-party applications, you have to do it through integration.
Okay.
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 Now,
what is meaning of add multiple user?
so whenever if you want to add multiple users in one shot, click on add multiple users. Okay. So now in this case here, what are the users are available for those users who can able to assign that licenses also over there. Which license you want to assign, you can select that, and then we can able to select that role also for those people. This is the roles concept over here. We'll see as part of that roles. Okay. Now,
Where do say page layouts come, sir? Like in profiles only, right?
yeah, inside the profiles.
So, like, are you going to explain that concept?
Yeah, I will explain the concept as well. Profile will go in detail.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so now here in this case, we have created the user records as of now. So once the users has been done, we are able to modify the user details also at any point of time. Now, suppose for example, assume that today development user has forget about his password. He is one of our user. Yesterday he has changed the password, but he is unable to recollect the password today. He tried multiple times with wrong password, so his account has been locked. Like for example, when you go to your bank account, okay, upon withdrawing the money, upon performing the transaction through the bank ATM centers, if you have entered, okay, if you have entered some wrong PIN number for 3 times, automatically account will be getting locked for the next 24 hours. Like the similar way here also. Like the similar way here also, when coming to the Salesforce, okay, whenever you have tried to log in into the application with multiple times wrong password, then Salesforce will be blocking this user account. Okay, Salesforce will block that user account automatically here. So at that time, if the user wants to reset the password, okay, if the user wants to reset the password for that particular user account, then he can send an email notification to the administrator. Dear administrator, yesterday I have tried to log in into my application with multiple times wrong password, so my account has been locked, so please reset my password over there. So we can able to raise an email notification also over here. So now whenever any of the user has raised an email notification to the administrator to reset the password, then what we can do as an administrator, we can go to the user account over here. Suppose for example, development user has raised that email notification to reset the password. So go to this development user account, select this checkbox over here, click on the button reset password button. Okay, click on reset password button. So in this case, how can we reset the user's password? Suppose for example, if multiple users has raised a email notification to me as an administrator, okay, I'm the administrator. For example, 3 people has send an email notification to me to reset their passwords. Like for example, development user, testing user, customer user. 3 people are facing issue while logging into their Salesforce account because yesterday they have changed their passwords over there so that they are unable to recollect the password. Now, so in this case, how can we reset the password for the multiple users in this case? So at that time, just to select this multiple users over here. Okay, select the multiple users, click on reset password button. Whenever once you click on this reset password button, then automatically for each and every user, Salesforce will be generating a reset password link. Okay, Salesforce will generate a reset password link. That link will be sending to that user's email ID automatically by default. So for the customer user, a separate reset password link will be generated. It will be sending to that customer user's email ID. For the development user, a separate reset password link will be getting generated that will be sending to that user's email ID. A separate reset password link will be generating for the testing user that will be sending to that user's email ID. So that depends upon the number of users who wants to reset their password, we can select those users and then click on reset password button. So that automatically for all those users, it will be resetting the password in one shot. That facility is available to you. So that whenever if you want to reset the password, you can reset the password for a single user also or multiple users also. So that depends upon your application requirement, depends upon the business or the people's request, you can able to reset the user's password also. So Salesforce will generate a reset password link. That link will be sending to the user email ID. So when the user click on that email account, reset password link, it will ask you to specify the new password and the confirm password. So they have to enter the new password and the confirm password, and from that they can change their password for their account, and they can re-log into your application as it is over here from there onwards. So this is the process which we have to follow in order to reset the user's password account, reset password. Okay, because these are all our administrators' activities. As an administrator, we have to take care of all these activities. These are our responsibilities, okay, day by day. These are our daily activities which we are performing in our organization as an administrator over here. If you're a developer, then no problem. If you're an administrator, then you have to take care of all these things: user management, user activation, password changes, everything we can able to manage those things as well as an administrator. It is our daily responsibilities as part of our application requirement. Now, the next one. So as of now, what we have discussed how can we create the users. Okay, resetting the user's password. Next one. Next one we'll see deactivating the user and freezing the user. What is this deactivation and freeze? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so now in yesterday's session, someone has raised a question. So for example, 6 months back, the person has been joined into my team. So I have added that member as a user by allocating one license. This person has left today. Then how can we prevent him to log in into your application? Now let me give you one most important point as part of these users. As of now, we have worked on so many objects: account object, contact, lead, like that, so many objects, we know that. So in that object, how to manage the records also we know, like as creating the record, modifying the record, deleting the record, viewing the record, undeleting the record, everything we know. So we can create the records also, delete the records also, modify the records also, everything. But in user object, once a user record has been created, from there onwards, you can't delete the user record from Salesforce. User record cannot be removable. It's the most important point here. In the interview point of view, if anybody asks a question in the interview point of view, so now can I remove the user record or not? Say confidently, no. There is no such possibility in Salesforce. If we say yes, then it's confirmed you are not a genuine person, you are a fake person. A small point, a small question is enough to identify whether you are genuine or fake. So that they will raise a question, can we able to remove the user record or not? User records cannot be removable. Salesforce won't allow. There is no delete option for user records. Sometimes in the entry point of view, they will raise a question indirectly. They will try to confuse you. Like in Salesforce, they will raise a question like, in Salesforce, how many ways are available to delete a user record? Might be the people might be getting some doubt. So SAR told only there is no option in Salesforce to delete the user record. Maybe in the current release, there is an option to delete the user record. Say confidently, as of now, it may be in the current release also, we don't have any such option in Salesforce to delete a user record. User record, once it has been created, that will be fixed. We can't remove that user record from Salesforce. User record cannot be removable. The user record just you can able to create. We can modify the user details, but you can't remove the user record from Salesforce. It's the most important point in the entry point of now. So in this case, you can raise a question. Sir, suppose for example, 6 months back, a person has joined in my team as a developer. So I have created that member as a user. He is also accessing into our application. He is working on some requirements. So that person is leaving the company, then what we can do? How can we prevent him to log in into my Salesforce account? Because from tomorrow onwards, he is not part of my company, he is not part of my team. Then how can we prevent him? How to prevent the user from logging into your Salesforce account? Prevent the user from logging. How to prevent the user from logging into a Salesforce account? As of now, he is one of our users, so that he is able to log in into my application. He can able to access all the features, application functionalities, and everything. Now onwards, he is no more our user. Then how can we prevent this user from logging into my Salesforce application? In order to prevent the user from logging into my application, we have two ways are available. We have two ways in Salesforce. First one is we can deactivate the user. Second one, we can freeze the user. First one, deactivating the user. Second one, freezing the user. So what do you mean by deactivation? What do you mean by freeze? What is the difference between deactivation and the freeze? What will happen if I'm deactivating the user? What will happen if I'm freezing the user? It's a common question in every interview. Difference between deactivation and freeze. Then how to deactivate the user? How to freeze the user? We'll see practically this concept over here. Now, so whenever if you want to prevent the user from logging into your Salesforce application, then we have two ways are available in Salesforce. First one is we can deactivate the user. Second one, we can freeze the user. These are the two ways are available to deactivate and to freeze the user from your Salesforce account. Then what exactly deactivation? What exactly freeze? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, for example, assume that I'm a project manager. Assume that I'm a project manager. I'm handling a project here. I'm responsible for a project for one of our healthcare client. We have a healthcare client that is called as some Merck Pharma. So for that client, we are implementing one Salesforce application. So now, as a project manager, I'm responsible for the project deliverables. So in my team, I'm having some developers are available, because some technical leads are also there, team leads are there, module leads are there, senior software engineers are there, software engineers are there, associated software engineers are there, everybody is there. So many people are available. So those people are working for the project, okay, which we are working for a specific client. Now, so for example, I'm a project manager. I'm responsible for a project for a specific healthcare client, for example. So now, as part of my project, we have 5 members. 5 developers are available here. Assume that this is my project here. This is my organization, Salesforce organization. Salesforce.com organization. I'm having a Salesforce.com organization. So now, as part of my project, okay, as part of this project, we are having 5 members are there, 5 developers. 5 developers are there as part of this project here. Okay, 5 developers are there as part of this project. So I am having some developers are available with me right now. So this is a developer here. Now I'm having that 5 developers are available as part of my project. So this is the developer 1, developer 2, developer 3, developer 4, developer 5. 5 members are there inside my team. In my team, I'm having 5 developers are available. Is the developer 1, developer 2, developer 3, developer 4, developer 5. These are the 5 users are there inside my organization. Like as user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5. These are the 5 developers are available. So these 5 people are the members of my organization. These people are going to be working on my application. So these are all our developers. Okay, these are all our Salesforce developers. They're working for my team. They're working for my Salesforce project. Assume that these people names are like user 1 is nothing but some Ramesh. User 1 is nothing but some Ramesh. User 2, some Paramesh. User 3, some Kiran. User 4, some Sampath. User 5, some Swati. These are the 5 users are there. That means these are the 5 developers are available. So who are working for our project for a specific client. These are the 5 developers are available. So now these developers has joined my team, okay, 1 year back. Since 1 year, they're working on the same project. It's a long-term project. We're working for a specific client. So they're working very hard. We're delivering the requirements on time so that the client is very happy with our deliverables. Because the project is going on healthy manner, there is no issues, there is no pending, there is no escalations. The client is very much happy with our deliverables, with our service, with our support. The client is very much happy. Now, so that since 1 year, all these 5 members are working on the same project. They know in and out of this application. From these 5 members, 3 members may be senior people, 3 members may be junior people are also there. Now, so suddenly from a team, one of the person Ramesh got resigned. One of the person Ramesh got resigned. Ramesh got resigned because he got a new project, new offer in a different company. He's getting very much good hike also, good promotion also in a different company. So that he got resigned to my company. Tomorrow is the last working day for Ramesh in my company. From day after tomorrow, okay, from day after tomorrow, Ramesh is not part of our team. He's not part of our project. He's not part of our company also. But Ramesh is a very senior guy in my team. He's technically very strong. Whenever we are facing some major issues in the application, this person is going to be handling all those major issues. This person is resolving those problems, okay, very immediately. He's a technically strong person. He know in and out of the application because he is working in the same project since 1 year. He know the complete in and out of this application functionalities. But this person got a new opportunity in a different company, so that he got resigned. So from tomorrow onwards, he is not part of our organization. He is not part of our team. Then how can we prevent him from logging into our Salesforce application from tomorrow onwards? From tomorrow onwards, he should not be able to log in into my application over here. From tomorrow onwards, he should not be able to log in into our application. Then how can we prevent this user over here? In this case, I would like to deactivate this user. Okay, in this case, I would like to deactivate this user. I would like to deactivate the user. Why? Because this person is relieving from my company permanently. He is not going for the vacation. He is leaving permanently from my company here. So we need to deactivate this user. So what do you mean by deactivation? Deactivation is the process to prevent the user from logging into our Salesforce application. That means this is one of the way, this is one of the mechanism in order to prevent the user from logging into our Salesforce application. So to prevent the user from logging into your Salesforce application, we are using one of the way that is called as deactivation. Then what will happen whenever I'm deactivating the user? Now, for example, let's come to a scenario. Assume that I got an offer in TCS. Today, or some 6 months back, okay, I have joined into my TCS company. 6 months back, I got joined into the TCS company. So during my joining period, so now the TCS people has given some resources to me. Like they have given an ID card, they have given an access card to me, they have given a laptop also for me to work for that project. So now today is my last working day in the company TCS. Then what we can do? Can I keep all these items along with me? Can I take this laptop to my home? No, because these are company resources. These are company assets. These are not, the laptop is not my own. ID card and access card is not my own. This ID card and access card has been given by the company only. So these are the company resources. I can't take it to my home. So in this case, what needs to be done here? In this case, what happened? Whenever we are going to be relieving from the company, whatever the company assets are available, whatever the company resources are available, like as laptop, or it may be like as access card, ID card, everything I have to return back to the company. So whatever the company resources are available, all the resources we have to return it back to the company here. So in this case, like the similar way here also, whenever I'm going to be creating this user, what I have given to this user? License. I have given a license. So what are the license that I have given to this user? Upon deactivating this user, this license will be returning back to you. Okay, it will return the license back. Whatever the license is available with this particular user, that license will be getting returned. It returns the assigned license. Okay, whatever the license we have assigned, that license will be returning back to you over here, so that we can assign that license to a different user also. Because that person's nothing but Ramesh position, we are replacing with a new resource. A new member has joined in our team, so I need to add that member as a user. For that user, I'm assigning this license over here. Whenever I'm deactivating the user, whatever the license is available with him, that license will be returning back to that organization, so that we can assign that license to a different user, so that other people can able to log in into my application. This is how we can able to prevent the user by using deactivation. Then how can we deactivate this user? Now let me show you practically. Whenever if you want to deactivate the user, there is a checkbox is available. Upon creating the user record, there is a checkbox called as active checkbox. Okay. Upon creating the user record, there is a checkbox called as active checkbox. If the checkbox is selected, then user will be inactive. If the checkbox is not selected, user will not be in active status over here. Now, then how can we deactivate this user? And then let's see what will happen in this case. Now, so first of all, let me show you the system overview. Go to the system overview. Let's see how many licenses are available right now. All the licenses are full. Okay, so 3 platform licenses, these are also full. 2 platform licenses, these are also full. That's what it is indicating with the red color bar symbol, progress symbol. So red color symbol is indicating licenses are full. That means no more licenses available. We can't add any more users. We don't have any more licenses. Okay, now. So now here in this case, all the licenses are full right now here. Now let me deactivate the user. I want to deactivate a user over here. How can we deactivate? Now let's see. For example, I'm having a development user. Development user is assigned with which license? Salesforce license, the profile we have assigned. So I would like to deactivate this user. Whenever I'm deactivating the development user, whatever the license I have assigned, that license will be returning back to you, and then that license we can assign to some different user also. Okay, that facility is available inside this. So let's see how can we deactivate this user right now. Let me go to the user account. Now I would like to deactivate this user. Which user? Development user. Click on this development user link. This is the development user over here. When you verify this checkbox, there is a checkbox called as active checkbox. That means this user is in active status right now. That means he can log in into my application, he can access my application. I want to deactivate. Simply click on edit button. Click on edit button. User interface will be visible to you in the editable format. Just you can unselect this checkbox. Whatever the active checkbox is available with you, not just you can unselect this checkbox over here, so that to deactivate. Okay, activate. I'm unselecting this checkbox here. Now I'm unselecting the checkbox active and click on save button. From there onwards, this user will be in deactivation status. That means from there onward, this user can't log in into my application. So whenever if you want to prevent the user from logging into your Salesforce account, then we have to use this deactivation feature. So with the help of this deactivation feature, we can deactivate the user from the organization so that he can't log in into my application from there onwards. Now, so what will happen whenever I'm deactivating the user? Salesforce will return the license which is assigned with that user. With whatever the user, nothing but user development I have deactivated. So for this user, whatever the license is assigned, that license will be returning back to you over there. That license will be returned back to you. So now let's see here. Let's go to the system overview right now. Refresh this user interface. Now let's see. When observe this one Salesforce license is utilized, one Salesforce license is available here. So it is indicating 50% utilization, 50% remaining is available. That means what? Whenever I'm deactivating the user, that associated license will be returning back to you. There is a functionality. Okay. So now that new license we can assign to some different user here. Okay, that facility is available. Now, next one. Let me explain one more small concept over here. Like for example, Assume that in my team, Ramesh is very senior guy. He's a senior technical guy. He's very strong in technical. So whenever we have stuck up with some major issues, he is the person who is going to resolving those problems. He's very strong technical guy. So he is working in the project since almost 1 year. The project is going on in healthy manner. There is no issues. So now, once this Ramesh has been left from my company because he got resigned, he came out from the organization. So now, once he left from the team, once he left from the project, once he left from the company, from there, we're facing so many struggles in the application. We're facing so many struggles in the application. Every day we are getting so many issues in the application. We're facing so many escalations from the client side. So when coming to my client said that, the client said that, why don't we recruit the Ramesh back to the company? That means he has informed to that HR team or to the project manager. So now why don't you recruit this Ramesh back again to the company? Because he's a very senior technical guy. Since 1 year he is working in the project. He knows complete in and out of the application functionality. So now he is the right person to resolve the problems very fastly. So but now, so the person has, Ramesh has left the company last week. So now in this current week, we're facing so many problems in the application. So many escalations have been happened. So that here, I want Ramesh back. My client said that, okay, we need Ramesh back to the project again because he's very suitable guy. He's very strong and technical guy. I want Ramesh back to the company. So please recruit him again. So HR person will be contacting Ramesh. So now Ramesh, the HR people are ready to offer whatever he demands. They will provide a good promotion. They will provide a good hike also to Ramesh. And in future, if there is an onset opportunities are available, we are ready to provide the onset opportunity also to that Ramesh. So because of this good package, because of this latest hike and the benefit and the promotion and everything, Ramesh is ready to come back over. Ramesh is ready to come back. So now then what we can do in this case? Ramesh is agree with that. He's ready to come back to my company again. Because we need Ramesh. He's very strong in technical. Now, so in this case here, I need Ramesh back so that here already how we have informed to that Ramesh. So now please rejoin the company again. Now, in this case, what we can do? Already he is our employee. Till 1 week back or till 2 days back, he is our employee. But today, we need some support. That's what we can do. Now, in this case, can we reactivate that user because he is the same person? 1 week back he got 1 week back he got relieved. So now this week he is going to rejoining the company again because based on client request. Okay, so now he is very strong in technical, so that we need this person back again. Now, so in this case here, how can we reactivate that user? Whatever the user has been deactivated, we can reactivate the user again. That possibility is available. Okay, we can reactivate that user also. How can we reactivate the user? Reactivate means what? Again, we can activate that user. That's it. Just to go to that user record, active checkbox is not selected. Now click on edit button. Select that checkbox active. Now make it save. That means that license should be available still. Okay, that license should be available still. If the license is not available, we can't reactivate this user. Compulsorily, you should have a license. Now click on save button. From there onwards, Ramesh also will be the member of the team again. He has been rejoined the company also. So now from now onwards, he is also working in the same project. When you go to your system overview, let's see what will happen. It is indicating that again licenses are full. Whatever the license is available right now with me, that license also have used right now to reactivate that user. So this is the most important point. Once a user has been deactivated, in future can we reactivate the user? Yes, that possibility is there. Users can be deactivated, users can be reactivated also. That facility is available to you over there. Okay. Now this is the concept of deactivation. So deactivating is nothing but what? We can preventing the user from logging into our Salesforce instance by unselecting the checkbox is active. So if the user is deactivated, then he can't log into the Salesforce application again.
I have one question.
Yes.
So if license is not there, can we react the user?
With the license, if the licenses are not available, then we can't reactivate because it will be looking for the license first. If the license is available, then only it will be we can able to reactivate that. Else it will give the message to you.
So can't we assign some
other
other
person? If Ramesh plays another person Jan, we cannot reactivate, right?
Yes, because if the Ramesh play position has been replaced with a new person, then Ramesh license already we are assigned to that new person here. But if the Ramesh wants to rejoin the company, then we can't reactivate that here because the license is using by a new member over there. Okay, we need one additional license.
Sir, instead of deactivating his account, can't we just edit his credentials and username?
No. Username we can't modify. Once a username has been getting created, that will be fixed. We can't change the username. Username we can't modify. Remaining values we can modify: first name, last name, your email ID, and your designation, company name, and then profiles, license, everything we can modify. But username can't be modified.
Okay. Thank you.
No. So in this case, this is the concept of deactivation. Whenever I'm deactivating the user, whatever the license is available, that license will be returned back to the organization, and that license we can assign to a different user also. The possibility is there.
Hi, sir. So once he is reactivated, will he get the activation link again, or will he just get an email stating that he is reactivated?
No, he will be getting the activation link again. Okay, he will be getting the activation link again, so that he can click on that activation link, and then he will be able to enter the password, confirm password, security question, and the answer. From there he can log in. Okay, now.
Or once the activation link is sent to the user, for what period of time is the activation link
24
active?
hours. 24 hours. 24 hours. Within the 24 hours, he has to activate. If the user did not use that link in 24 hours, that link will be getting expired. Then we have to contact the system administrator again.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, next one. The second one is freeze. Second option is freeze option. You know how to deactivate the user, how to freeze the user. Sorry, how to deactivate, how to reactivate also, you know that. Now, for example, inside my team, I have a person called as Swati. Swati is also one of our senior developer. She is one of the senior developer in the team. She is also working in the same project since almost 1 year. She is also working very hard. She is very strong in technical. Okay, she is very strong in technical. Now, Swati is going for the maternity leave. Swati is going for a leave. Okay, for a long leave. Okay, she is going for a leave for the next 3 months. Because of some health issues, Swati will not be able to work in our organization because she is going for a maternity leave because of some health issues. So once she recovered from the health issues, then she will rejoin the company again. She will continue to work on my company as it is. She will be ready to work on my project as it is. Because she is one of my team members. I'm a project manager. She is one of my team members. So she is going for a maternity leave for the next 3 months. Then what we can do in this case? Now, whenever Swati is going for the maternity leave, she needs to return back all the ID cards, access cards, and laptops to the company? No, because she did not resign to the company. She's not relieving from the company. She is going for a vacation because of some health issues. Once she recovered from the health issues back, then she will come back to my company. She will continue to work as it is. So in this case, what we can do? So at that time, we need to freeze that user. We need to freeze the user. So that means what here? For the next 3 months, Swati is unable to work on our project. Why? Because she is not feeling well because of some health issues, so that she can't work in our project for the next 3 months. And then as the project manager already informed to that Swati, so if we need any help from Swati after 1 month or after 1.5 months, okay, if we need any help from Swati, then Swati is ready to support us from the home also. So whenever we need her support, if there is any criticality is there, if there is any emergency release is available, so at that time Swati is ready to help us, okay, by working from home as well. So in this case here, now in this case what happened, whenever she is going for the maternity leave, then she is not relieving from the company. Whatever the ID card, access card and the laptops are available, everything will be with her only here. She won't return it back because she is not relieving from the company, just as she is going for the vacation for 3 months of time because of some health issues. So in this case, what we can do, we can able to freeze this user. What do you mean by freeze? Like for example, whenever you are playing some videos or audios inside your mobile or a smartphone, you will be having 2 options are there: pause, resume. Pause option is there, which will be stopping playing that video or audio. Resume option is going to be restarting to playing that video or audio. Same concept. Freeze, unfreeze. Freeze is used to suspend the permission to log in into the Salesforce application. Because, for example, here, why I'm freezing this user is, suppose if any other member know the Swati's credentials, then in this meantime, that person may misutilize her account details also. They may misutilize that account details also over here. So for that reason, what I want to do is, I don't want to give that chance to the people, so I want to freeze this user account. Whenever she needs to work on our project, then I will unfreeze that user. That means I'm suspending the permission to log in into a Salesforce application for some specific time period. So that we have to click on that freeze button. So now that freeze button is going to be suspending the user permission to log in into the application. Suppose after 1.5 months, so today we are in the critical stage on the project, there is a major release is available, so that we need the support of Swati. So as a project manager, I have contacted Swati. Swati, in this next week we are having a release, but so many tasks are pending, so many requirements are pending, so could you please help us? So Swati is ready to work on some requirements here, so that she is ready to support us from working from home. So in this case, what I need to do, I need to resume that Swati's credentials. That means here, I need to allow the Swati to log in into the application so that she can work on that requirements and so that we can give that release to that client as well. So in this case, what happened, whenever the Swati is ready to work on that project here, okay, from home, then I need to resume that. That means we need to unfreeze that user account over here. Nothing but unfreeze means what? Like as resume option. Freeze means pause option, unfreeze means resume option. Nothing but we can suspend, we can restart. Like that. For that one here, we are using this freezing the user. How can we freeze the user here? Whenever I'm freezing the user, okay, now we have to use the button called as freeze button. Upon freezing that user, it won't return that license over here. Whatever the license is available with that, it won't return that license. It won't return the assigned license. This is the concept. Like whenever you are going for a maternity leave, for example, assume that myself, Swati. So now assume that I'm going for a maternity leave. Okay, I'm not going for that. Okay, just I'm saying that I'm going for a maternity leave. So that means I'm not part of, will be the part of the company only. Whatever the ID card, access card they have given to me, still that will be available with me only because of some health issues, I'm going for some vacation. After 3 months, I will come back to the company again. So in this case here, like the similar way, whatever the ID card, access card the company has given to me, I'm not returning back to the company whenever I'm going for that maternity leave. So like the similar way, whenever you are going to be freezing that user, whatever the license you have assigned to the user, that license will not be returned back to you. Okay, now that is the difference between deactivation and freeze. Whenever I'm deactivating the user, the assigned license will be returned back to the organization. We can assign that license to some different user. Whenever I'm freezing the user, license will not be returned back to you. These are the differences here. How to freeze that user now? Let's see. Now, let's see how can we do that here. Let me verify that number of licenses available with me. Refresh this user interface. Licenses are full. Okay. Salesforce licenses are also full. Platform licenses are also full. Now, so this is the development user. Development user is freeze. Okay, I would like to freeze this user. Open that user record. You will be having an option called as freeze button. Click on freeze. From there, user can't log in into the Salesforce application. Whenever I'm freezing this user, the user can't log in into my Salesforce application from there onwards. Now, so now the user has been freeze. If you want to unfreeze that, you will be having the button called as unfreeze. Now, before that, let me verify how many licenses are available. Refresh this user interface. Now let's see, still licenses are full. That means even though if I am freezing that user, license will not return back to you. Suppose if you want to make this user can log in into my application again, click on unfreeze button. Nothing but like a suspend, resume option. Click on unfreeze, then user can able to continue to log in into the application as it is over here. These are the two ways are available in order to prevent the user from logging into your Salesforce application by using deactivation and freeze. Okay, now this is the concept of deactivation and freeze. Sorry?
Sir, is there any time limit for?
No. There is no time limit here. Okay, until or unless you are not click on unfreeze, the user can't log in again. Okay. Whenever you are using that mobiles, okay, if you are going to be suspending that, nothing but pause option, when you click on the pause button, when it will restart, when you click on resume button, then only it will restart. Like the similar way, once you freeze the user, then whenever once you click on that unfreeze button, then only the user can log in again. Till that time, the user can't log in. There is no specific time period over here. Okay. Now, this is the concept of deactivation and the freeze.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, what happens to that once we deactivate the user? What happened to that user records which is already created?
Now, so now whenever you are going to be deactivating the user, then whatever the records are available with that user, we can transfer to some different people as well. For that one, we can transfer all the records also. For that one, here we will be having an option called as a data management. In this data management, we can able to transfer the records also. Mass transfer of records, we can transfer the records over here. Account records, you can transfer from one user to another user as well here. All the records you can transfer in one shot.
Sir,
okay.
For that, any protocol is there for transferring the records?
No, there is no protocol available over there.
We can there transfer is no protocol. To anyone.
Yes, you can transfer to anyone over here. Okay. But that user should be in active status only. Okay, that user should be in active status only.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So now these are few of the options which we need to use to manage the users. Tomorrow we'll see some more options to manage the users, and then we'll move forward to the concept called as role hierarchy concept over there. Okay.